Hi, Object Coder. This is where the fun starts. Let's knock out some easier methods and do some testing. See if we can get some tests to pass. A couple things I forgot to do during the core, I think. We want to set these two values here, get rid of these to-dos and set those. In the write-up, you'll see that this is 2 and you'll see that this is 10. Another thing that we really want to do, it's kind of optional, but not really, toString. It's really for our own purposes of our own debugging. We just want to have some kind of string that you think is a friendly string and helps your debugging. This is something I did just, if it's a real huge or big array, I should say, it's just going to return the size. Otherwise, it returns it in brackets there. Let's see how we're doing on our tests now. They should run a little bit, but fail, and they do. They all fail, so we have our checkoff list. Let's see how we can get some things working. Remember, these are our I-bars here. And remember, we also have our logic that we can reference also because we did some coding there. I'm actually going to copy our logic from before, put it in the clipboard, and let's do some coding. Dynamic array. Where are we? These two guys here are nice and simple. This is an I-bar, right? We have an I-bar over here called size. Definitely want to use that I-bar. If we're going to keep track of size, why not just return it there? If size is 0, we have the empty case, right? So that's a nice, easy one. Return this size equals 0. Then we have an empty case. So now, after that quick work there, let's run the test again. We have some passers. We have some failures here, but we do have some passers. So that's good. That's good. We're moving along. Let's see, what else are we going to want to do here? We're doing our goal here is easier methods. So let's just kind of move along. What else? First and last are nice and easy, aren't they? Return this get 0. Nice and easy. Index position 0, right, is the first. We're actually reusing that method there, right? Same thing here for last, but the index is going to be different. It's going to be the last index. All right, and then sublist is not a bad method. I'll let you do that. That requires iteration. Now, so you want to check the indexes. Well, I don't know. I like coding, so let's do that one here for you. Fast forward if you want to do it completely on your own, you know. Sublist, okay, we want to check a couple indexes here, stop, start, and stop. Stop is exclusive, so that's why we have the -1 there. And then we're going to create a new dynamic array, right? Initially empty. And new list, we can call it whatever we want. New list is okay, and we'll call it a dynamic array. Dynamic array, get the empty constructor. Now our iteration for int I, and we are provided with the start index, and while I is less than the stop index, and of course we're going to, come on, increment. And to the new list we will add, use the add method which we've coded. We will get the object right there, I, and we're done. Return new list. All right. There we go. So find first, that is something that we coded in our logic. We've kind of been working pretty hard on find first and functional programming. So here's our chance to put it to use. I'm going to copy the logic that we've done previously, our pseudocode or our algorithm. I'm going to copy it in here. And we'll find out that our algorithm is very similar to what we actually need. I mean, we'll have very little conversion, I should say, to do. Search function just works a little different. In Java, they like to use the word apply. We're going to get the element while we're iterating at the iteration value, right? We're getting the iteration element. If we have a match, we'll return the index because we're returning index there, right? So index. No match, -1. So that's the no match case. Braces are optional when you only have one statement below a for loop or before any loop that needs a block code, but I'll put the braces in for clarity. All right, we'll find last, I'll let you do that, reverse iteration, right? Very simple, but basically this reverse iteration. Any other easy peasy methods. Actually, add all is a nice, easy method. We can go back to our iteration here. Where do we have a good iteration? I'll just copy that. It's not. Actually, I'll just type it in. All right, for int I equals 0, I is less than this. We're doing a full iteration on our list now, right? And not on our list, I'm sorry, on the passed in parameter list. And we're iterating over all the elements in it. And then we're going to add to ourselves. We have a method called add, which we have coded. And this would be other. The other list would be getting into that, getting from that list, right? That's it. And again, these curly braces are optional when we only have one statement, but we'll use them. We return, no return. All right, let's knock up another one really quick here. Add all, and this time it's an array, so a little bit different object there. Arrays do not handle methods, so we have to use its length property, and we would then get the value from the array. From arrays, that's the square brackets, right? There, we've knocked off a couple of methods there. And we want to add tester methods for these two, but I won't make you watch all that. This is very similar to the set method. Let you code that. And then we're getting into, in terms of some easier methods, that's kind of it for the easier methods. Let's see how we're doing. If we run that, doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Did we code? We coded find first. I didn't even remember. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right, we did. Okay, so that is pretty much it. And then we'll have a bunch of other methods that are very similar in functional programming to find first and find last. The select method and map and select are very nice and simple too. These two here are nice simple methods as well. This would be just iteration and then calling that function. Why don't we do it? So for int I equals 0, I is less than this size. This is looking familiar, right? I plus plus, and simply the action function, we're just doing that action with each element. And a consumer takes a accept. All right, so this would be the get then, as we've done before. There it is. So for each, all it's saying is for each element in our list, do the action function. And that's exactly what we're doing. Each element in the list, so a full iteration, and that. And in terms of print all, let's practice using for each. This for each, and all we need to do then is we have each next element. These are the elements in our collection, and we're just going to print them. It's telling us just to print them out. Print line. I'll get it. Okay. Next element, toString. All right. There. So we have a lot of methods done here, and I will not ruin any more fun. I want you to have some fun. So we will see you next time.